Welcome back, little light seekers. It's Miss Shannon here. And on this channel, we go through the Beginner's Bible with lessons followed by a quick fun crafter activity after. So make sure that you have a guardian around. Maybe it's your mom, dad, big sibling, grandma, grandpa, babysitter, whoever you have that is trustworthy to you. Make sure you bring out those listening ears, those looking eyes, because God is going to be speaking to us directly from this story. So you really have to watch out for what God is going to be telling us. So make sure you have your Bibles, open it up to page 124, and we are going to be reading the story about the 12 spies and a long wandering trek that the Israelites had to do. So let's dive in. 12 spies, Numbers 13. Finally, the Israelites arrived near the Promised Land. God told Moses to send spies there. Moses picked 12 men. He told them, "Find out what the people are like. See if the land is good." The spies returned and said, "The land is beautiful. It is filled with plenty of food, but the people there are big and strong." Joshua and Caleb said, "Do not worry. God has promised us this land. He will give it to us." The rest of the Israelites did not agree with Joshua and Caleb. Then God said to Moses, "The people do not have faith in me. They cannot enter this land." So for the next 40 years, God's people wandered in the desert. Wow. I mean, think about 40 years. You might be 2 or 5 or 7. Who knows how old you are? I'm 31. So they were wandering around a decade longer than I've been around. They might even be wandering around longer than your parents have been around, maybe even your grandparents. So they had to trust God for such a long time and hold on to that promise that He was going to lead them to their promised land, to a land that they would never need anything again. So we are going to be creating some walking sticks, because if the Israelites were walking around for 40 years, they probably needed something to help them keep going. So for this craft, make sure that you have your guardians around, because they need to grab these things. I am using an old wrapping paper roll. So I just took the wrapping paper out of it because I didn't have one. And then the wrapping paper that was in it was wrapped up. So I actually got to take a few of them. So I got to do one, and then both of my children got to do a walking stick. So I just cut them out. So you're going to need some scissors, some paint, and then we decorated ours with some feathers and some ribbon. So pretty fun, easy activity to get going. And then you're going to take your walking sticks outside and pretend you're the Israelites wandering around looking for the promised land. So grab those things and head back here. Pretty hot outside. Being in Arizona in the middle of summer and outside doesn't always happen very long. But I hope those walking sticks help remind you what the Israelites had to do for 40 years to trust in God for Him to deliver them from Egypt to the promised land. So I hope you like these videos. If you do, please give them a big thumbs up. Share with your friends. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok. I do have the videos linked there too. And always come back for our next video so that you can subscribe. You get that ding, you know when the next video comes out, so that we can continue the Bible, go through these crafts together, and put God back in the center of our homes and in the center of our hearts, so that we can be shining lights out in the world today. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.